Ghana is a country with abundant sunshine and a growing demand for electricity. The government has set an ambitious target of increasing the share of renewable energy in the national grid to 10% by 2030, with solar power playing a key role. However, there have been significant challenges that need to be overcome to achieve this goal. Ghana's official installed capacity is at 71 megawatts. This is far below the country's target of achieving 10% renewable energy in the power mix by 2030, which would require about 2,000 megawatts of solar. Ghana's share of electricity from solar was only 0.3% in 2021. So is Ghana, a country with an abundance of sunshine, falling behind in solar? Solar energy is still perceived as risky and expensive by many investors and lenders, who prefer more conventional sources of power generation. The high upfront costs of solar systems also deter many potential customers, especially in rural areas where access to credit is limited. According to a company called Deep Solar Ghana, a typical off-grid solar system that will power your lights, fridges, freezers, TVs, water heater, water pump and AC will cost upwards of 69,000 cedis. Ghana does not have a dedicated feed-in tariff or net metering scheme for solar, which would incentivize independent power producers and consumers to invest in solar systems. Despite challenges, Ghana has been embarking on solar projects across the country. The Volta River Authority's 13-megawatt solar power project was recently successfully commissioned in Ghana. The solar plant is the first phase of what will eventually be a 28 megawatts plant. Another project is the hydro-solar hybrid power generating system, which includes a 5 megawatts floating solar PV system. The project will be the first of its kind in the West African subregion. It forms part of the first phase of a 250 megawatts peak solar project, which is being implemented in phases of 50 megawatts peak. One notable project was the Nzima Solar Power Station, a 155 megawatt solar power plant that was set to be the largest solar power installation on the African continent. Construction was set to be completed in 2017. However, according to reports, the project was shelved at the planning stages. At the moment, it will be hard for the country to achieve its target of adding 10% of solar renewable energy to the national grid. Ghana is currently working on setting up a nuclear plant by 2030 with plans far in advance. It remains to be seen if the country will achieve its goal by the 2023 timeline.